Rays baseball on Bally Sports is presented by Baycare. Tonight the Rays open their series against the Toronto Blue Jays. A big night at the Trop. 22-year-old right-hander Shane Baz fulfills his lifelong dream. He'll be making his major league debut. Rays 6.5 up in the AL East standings over the Red Sox and leading Toronto. Blue Jays running third. They are 7.5 games back. Well, hi again, everyone, and welcome to an evening of Rays baseball with Brian Anderson, Dwayne Stats. Great to have you aboard. What a year it has been for Shane Baz. AA, AAA, the Olympics, and now BA, his major league debut.
Yeah, I mean, what a day, and how excited for this kid, for his family. This is, you dream about these moments, and the highly anticipated debut is happening here tonight. And you're right, Dwayne, as he works his way through the Rays system, he burst on the scene this season. Always a highly regarded prospect, but now we started putting the numbers together. 7 starts at .248 at Montgomery, ridiculous strikeout to walk ratio. Then he goes to Durham, gets it done there in a big way. In the meantime, he goes to the Olympics into Tokyo and helps pitch the United States to a silver medal. So it's been a full summer. It's been an exciting summer, a successful summer, but this right here is the icing on the cake, and you hope that he has a great one.
Yeah, and as if coming to the major leagues to make your debut is not enough, he draws as his opponent Robbie Ray, who might have the inside track on the Cy Young Award this year.
And Dwayne, I think that he does, absolutely, especially after Garrett Cole had a rough one his last time out against the Indians. Robbie Ray has put himself right to the head of the class, and as luck would have it, the Rays have seen him now tonight for the 6th time. Every series against the Blue Jays this year, Ray has pitched against them, and guess what? He's thrown the ball very well against them. Over the 5 starts, averaging almost 7 innings per, and look at the strikeout to walk ratio. Ridiculous, 46-3. He loves the glove side fastball, the slider off of that. Those are the 2 main weapons that the Rays are going to have to be ready for here tonight.
It has been a hotly contested season series. After a 5-2 start for the Rays against Toronto, the Rays' advantage now stands 9 wins and 7 losses against the Blue Jays. Rays and the Blue Jays coming up. Ball on Bally Sports is brought to you by Baycare, Humanity at Work, by Frontier Communications, don't go it alone, and by your local Ford dealers. Rays and the Blue Jays get together tonight. Mathematically, the magic number to clinch a postseason berth for the Rays stands at 4. The earliest they could clinch would be tomorrow. Farm system is ready to send yet another top prospect to the show. Tonight, right-hander Shane Baz, who began the year at AA Montgomery, will be taking the mound for his big league debut.
Very excited. I mean, I've been throwing the ball since I was 5 years old, so I mean, it's kind of what I feel like I was meant to do, so I'm excited to get the ball rolling.
And there's a look at the young right-hander Shane Baz inside the Rays dugout before heading to the mound to open this series against the Toronto Blue Jays. The Blue Jays have been surging. They won 15 of their last 18, running third in the East, 7.5 back of the Rays. The Rays with that 6.5 game lead over the Boston Red Sox. And the young 22-year-old right-hander, originally drafted by Pittsburgh out of high school, came to the Rays in that big trade with Pittsburgh. Take a look at the starting lineup, brought to you by your local Ford dealers. George Springer will lead it off. He is the DH for the Blue Jays, followed by Marcus Semien and then Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Bo Bichette hits cleanup. He's the shortstop. batting in front of Teoscar Hernandez. Alejandro Kirk is the catcher. He'll hit 6th. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. in left at 7th in front of the center fielder Randall Grichuk. Jake Lamb is at 3rd, and he will bat 9th.
Well, our starting pitchers are presented by Baycare, and making his major league debut. It's been much anticipated, talked about. People were clamoring for Shane Baz to get to the big leagues. Well, he's finally here. Look what he did at Durham in his 10 games. The record perfect at 3-0. ERA 1.76. Strikeout to walk ratio outstanding. And he's going to feature a fastball that can touch triple digits, good four-seamer, and a good slider off of that. Those are the 2 main offerings, and they are swing and miss pitches. Let's take a look at the defense and see how it's going to line up behind him. Brought to you by Central Florida Behavioral Health Network. And in that outfield, left to right, we've got Randy Arozarena, Kevin Kiermaier, and Manuel Margot. And across the infield, third to first, Yandy Diaz, Taylor Walls, Joey Wendell, and Jordan Luplow. Back behind the plate will be Francisco Mejia.
Well, he has the challenge of making his major league debut, and against a lineup as deep as any lineup in the major leagues. This Toronto Blue Jays club coming in, hitting .267 as a team, second in the league with 237 home runs. And here is Shane Baz, all set to go to work for the Rays. George Springer, the DH, in the box, and the first pitch is a little bit wide. 96, his first pitch in the big leagues. And there is that special baseball that starts it all in the major league career of Shane Baz. .97 there, and that's popped up foul down the right side. And right now, the first 2 pitches, 96, 97, and it's a pretty easy 96, 97 we're seeing so far.
It's a smooth, powerful delivery. You just wonder what's going on the inside. Anytime you see a guy making his major league debut, especially a starting pitcher, it's about controlling those emotions early on. Just go out, compete, pitch. You don't have to be any nastier than you were in AAA, AA, the Olympics. Just go out and make your pitches. And I'm sure that he's been well versed in that by Kyle Snyder.
It'd be hard to think of anybody better to break in under as a pitcher than Kyle Snyder.
As even keel as you can get in this game.
Now the 1-2 to Springer, and he fouls that one. A little extra on that one at 99, just a bit away.
Boy, and for most of these guys, having never seen him before, his delivery is smooth, and it's quiet, and it's powerful, and that ball can jump on you, and you really haven't even seen the toys yet. You know, the slider, changeup that he continues to develop.
And a cut and a miss, a big swing right there. He had Springer out in front and strikes him out.
Yeah, he ended up going with the slider there. Didn't exactly have it in the greatest of spots, but it was successful nonetheless. That pitch is up. Springer's swing gets really big and stays underneath it. How about that start? George Springer, pretty accomplished hitter. First strikeout.
So 1 away. And it will be Marcus Semien. That's a strike. Top of the zone at 97.
Hey boy, if you're getting that pitch consistently called with his rise and his stuff,
that's good news.
Ooh, yeah.
Ground ball by the mound, up the middle. Right there is Wendell. Throw to first in time. Semien is out, number 2. Strikeout of Springer. Ground ball chopped by Semien. So the bases are empty. 2 outs, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Guerrero Jr. making a bid for the Triple Crown. Ways to go in the RBI department. Imposing numbers across the board, and it doesn't stop with average and then home runs and runs batted in. You go across the board offensively.
Yeah, and a number of those categories too. He's leading all of Major League Baseball, not even just the American League. Some kind of season.
Takes the pitch upstairs. 97 too high with that one.
Yeah, and that was a spring training type tracking exercise by Guerrero Jr. No interest in even thinking about swinging at that pitch, no matter where it was. He's just going to track it in, try to pick up release point, spin.
Up again. 2 balls, no strikes. Bo Bichette on deck. And a cut and a miss.
That's what makes a pitcher dangerous when they go to this pitch in a 2-0 count. 2-0 slider, all of a sudden that doubt in the hitter's mind. Well, if he's going to go with the 2-0 slider, he certainly would come back with a 2-1, right? Or maybe here comes the fastball.
Well, the ability to do that in and of itself a major advantage for any pitcher. And a swing and a miss. He had him out in front there.
And you know that both of these sliders that were missed by Guerrero Jr. were missed by plenty. And when you have a pitcher out there with the overpowering type of stuff that Boz has, and he's not predictable on top of it, will pitch you backwards, will at times, breaking balls in fastball counts. That makes him even tougher. And now Guerrero Jr. has no idea what's coming.
2-2. He goes upstairs and strikes him out. Nicely done. 99 up to finish Guerrero Jr. And it's a 1-2-3 first inning to begin the night and the career in the major leagues of Sean Boz. Strikeout of Springer, ground ball Semien, strikeout of Guerrero Jr. We go to the bottom of the first inning. The lineup will be presented tonight by your local Ford dealers. The Rays with Yandy Diaz leading off, followed by Nelson Cruz DHing, and then Randy Arozarena, Manuel Margot, Jordan Luplow, Joey Wendell in the heart of the lineup, Francisco Mejia, Taylor Walls, and Kevin Kiermaier, 7, 8, and 9. All against Robbie Ray, 29-year-old lefty. First pitch, and there's a strike. We've already heard from Robbie Ray on the delivery of that pitch.
You're going to hear every pitch that he throws. Starting pitchers presented by Baycare, and look at his ranks in the American League this season. You look at him, Dwayne. They weren't up there long enough. He works quickly. He loves glove side fastball and slider, and he's leading in just about every category. You made the mention in the open about how, listen, he may be the Cy Young favorite now, and with Garrett Cole really struggling in his start yesterday against the Indians, that thrusts him right up, a front runner. Now he's got to finish strong, but he's right there. Kind of year he's been having.
Pitch is up for a ball, 1-2. Second in the American League in innings pitched. That ERA, 2.64, leads the majors in strikeouts. Ground ball, foul outside of third.
I can't decide what I like best. You know what I mean? The form-fitting uniform.
And it is form-fitting.
It is form-fitting. It looks uncomfortable, but he somehow gets it done. The grunt on every pitch, or the lip bubble as he looks in for the sign. Takes that deep breath, little lip bubble, and here we go.
And a foul ball headed back toward the screen. Look at Alejandro Kirk and getting that foul ball right off the mask. So a little time Ron Culpa, the plate umpire, gives Kirk a chance to settle in a little bit more and reacquaint himself with himself after that foul ball off the mask. Shot, that's a fair ball. Up the left field line beyond the bullpen mound. Diaz on his way to second, and the throw is not in time. Head first in at second. 20th double of the year for Diaz.
If you remember Ray's last start against the Rays, it was a heavy dose of fastball in early in the game, and then he started to introduce the breaking ball. Well, tonight he goes to that breaking ball early, and Yandy Diaz just not letting it get in there. It wasn't his best slider that we've seen, and Yandy Diaz was onto it and was quick to that baseball, and then galloping around the bases, getting in there for a leadoff double. That will be interesting. The cat and mouse. This is the 6th time the Rays have seen him, and in back-to-back starts. Not always easy for a pitcher.
20th double of the year for Yandy. Big swing and a miss by Nelson Cruz. 109.2 off the bat of Yandy Diaz. The Rays with the first inning scoring opportunity, and there's a strike. 0-2. Cruz without a hit against Ray in 6 at bats, and down 0-2 right now. Time again before Cruz gets set. Two, lifted up the right side. Hernandez over there, but that's going to be out of play. And a nice catch down there in that bullpen seating.
You know, that's a first. That's a first. A fan makes the catch and then hands it to the player. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. Of course, Teoscar's like, I got plenty of these.
Yeah, well, what am I supposed to do with this now? Here, you can have a bat. So again, the 0-2 pitch to be made to Nelson Cruz. 1 ball, 2 strikes. On deck, Randy Arozarena. 13 strikeouts 5 days ago for Ray when he saw the Rays. Ground ball back at third. Lamb in front of it. The throw to first will be in time. Holding at second base, Yandy Diaz.
Let's take a look at that Blue Jay defense, brought to you by Central Florida Behavioral Health Network. In the outfield left to right, we've got Lourdes Gurriel Jr., Randall Grichuk, and Teoscar Hernandez across the infield third to first. Jake Lamb gets the start along with Bo Bichette, Marcus Semien, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And back behind the plate, friend of the program, Alejandro Kirk.
Arozarena beginning the night with a 269 average. 19 home runs. The pitch is down. It has been a challenge for a lot of these Rays hitters against Robbie Ray, and Arozarena is one of them. 1 for 14 against him. Swing and a miss. Big cut.
Big cut. And Arozarena, I'll tell you, he can get his eyes get big, and when they do, that swing gets cut loose. Just don't want it to get too big.
Fouls that one. 1-2. Slider moving in on him. Popped up. Going to be a foul ball. On a play down the right side. Mid-90s with a fastball. Well, the Rays got 3 runs off Robbie Ray the first time they faced him back at the end of April here at Tropicana Field. He left with the game tied 3-3. That really has been their most successful outing against him. He's really tightened it up since.
He really has. He's run up big, strikeout numbers. He's thrown a lot of innings, as we talked, 34 innings in his 5 starts. So he's averaging almost 7 innings a start, 46 strikeouts, 3 walks. He's not hurt himself with unnecessary base runners.
That pitch is inside 95 off the plate in. 2-2. Leadoff double by Yandy Diaz, still at second with 1 out. And that's a high fly ball into left. Gurriel backing just to the track, making the catch and holding Diaz at second base.
Everything looked good. That ball got in just enough. Didn't quite catch it clean. 4-seam fastball riding in, and you see just down from the sweet spot. You talk about game of inches. That ball got in just enough to take some of the steam off of it.
Yeah, another ½ inch to an inch on that bat. That ball's gone.
Yeah, I mean, it can be that close sometimes.
Now Margot takes it down and in. Margot has been about as successful as anybody in this lineup. 6 hits in his career with a home run against Ray. Diaz, who got the double, is now 5 of 17. One and two.
Kirk's taking a beating. It's only the first inning. Another shot off the mask.
No worse for the wearer.
Not a flinch.
He's been a lift for this Toronto ball club behind the plate and at the plate. Now 1 and 2, the count to Manuel Margot. 2 and 2. Well, that's 20 pitches now in the first inning for Ray.
That's one way to try to attack this Blue Jay left-hander. Make him work hard, work some deep counts.
Foul ball again. Fastball away from Margot. '30th start of the year for Ray. 3rd time here at the Trop. foul ball again. That one out over the plate. Foul back. And a swing and a miss. He strikes him out. The Rays will leave a man at second. We go to the second inning scoreless. You can win big with the Rays 50-50 raffle. For every home game, you can join the raffle from the comfort of your home. Go to RaysBaseball.com/50-50. Some restrictions apply. Shane Baz back to the hill for the Rays after a 1-2-3 first with a couple strikeouts. And he faces Bo Bichette. First pitch inside. A ball, no strikes. Bichette, Hernandez, and then Kirk. Cut a foul ball. 1-1.
You know, you go back to that sequence of pitches to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and after he fell behind him 2-0, he threw basically pitches he wasn't supposed to throw in those counts. 2-0 slider, 2-1 slider. Well, as big of the swing and misses were, you're thinking, okay, after the 2-2, got to go slider, right? No, he elevates the heater. That was a veteran sequence of pitches, not somebody facing their third big league hitter.
Well, and if you ask what he's been doing in the minor leagues since he came to the Rays from Pittsburgh, it is rearranging his repertoire a little bit, developing that slider, and changing the percentage of usage.
Well, you know, he was another guy coming out of the Pittsburgh organization where the first thing that happened when he comes to the Rays is, okay, the two-seamer, appreciate it, but you can go ahead and leave that at home. And we're going to go with that four-seamer. We're going to work on that slider. We're going to cut back a little bit on the curveball, continue to develop the changeup, and then you start trying to find a way to mix and match them properly. And certainly by the numbers that he has put up this season, he has found a pretty good formula.
It's 1-2 with Bo Bichette. Hopper out to second. Wendell's going to make the throw to first. So one away. Well, Shane Baz at the time was the third member of that deal when the Rays traded Chris Archer to Pittsburgh in July of 2018, getting Tyler Glasnow and Austin Meadows. And oh yes, there's this young right-handed pitcher Shane Baz, and the Rays have watched him develop in their system to what we're seeing tonight.
Yeah, I mean, just an unbelievable group right there. And, you know, Tyler Glasnow recovering from surgery. He'll be back stronger than ever. Austin Meadows, first guy to put up 100 runs batted in for the Rays since 2010. And then Shane Baz here, the youngster.
And there's that slider, or might have been, was that the curveball?
I think it was at 81 miles an hour.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, little hump back for strike one.
Well, he's got that into play now. High fly ball back into center field. Kiermaier's going to go to the wall, and that one's going to get out of here off the fastball. Teoscar Hernandez hits his 29th home run of the year.
When you see the location of this pitch, not only did he get on top of it, Dwayne, but this is coming after that curveball, down and away. So you're going to throw a pitch that's almost 20 miles an hour harder up to the top of the zone. Watch this. I mean, are you kidding me? That's borderline ball up, and he got to it quick. We talked about Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the year that he's having. Teoscar Hernandez having a big one, too.
Yep. Here's a strike 97 on the outside corner. It's 107 runs batted in, his 29th home run for Teoscar Hernandez. Ground ball. It's Walls. It's short with the pickup and the throw. 2 gone. So 2 outs with the bases empty and a run home. Well, Boz this year in the minor leagues, only in 1 outing did he walk as many as 3 hitters. He had 2 games when he walked as many as 2, and in all the other outings he didn't walk anybody or gave up 1 walk. If you think about that in terms of he's around the plate so much, and the home run, that's a solo home run. Gurriel Jr. strike the count.
Yeah, and you can live with, I mean, you live with the solo home runs. Don't give up the unnecessary base runners, the walks. Look at the strikeout to walk ratio. That's all you need to know. And when he came to the Rays, command and control was not his forte. This has been in the making the last couple of seasons, and at the alternate site, and just continuing to work on refining mechanics to get his command better.
Ooh, very close there on the appeal down to first. Joe West says Gurriel held up. That was close.
Let's take a look.
It's about as close as you could get and not be rung up. They could have rung him up if they wanted to.
Yeah, a little hazing, maybe perhaps, by Joe.
That's a wave and miss. So Gurriel Jr. out on strikes. 1 run on the Hernandez home run. 1-0 Toronto.
Well, our Toyota keys, let's take a look at the 4-seam fastball usage by Robbie Ray and the success of it. He has gained a mile per hour on the average, and then you see the swing percent way up, the chase, the whiff, all of those moving in the right direction. You know, a lot of it has to do with the extra mile per hour. Some of it has to do with location, being able to command it, and then the deception in the delivery. And that's the other thing you have to take into account is you see Robbie Ray facing majority of right-handed hitters, working from the first base side of the rubber to create angles to be able to drive that fastball glove side and slider. But watch the little half turn in his delivery too. When he finally gets up there and gets going, there's a little half turn. It's not a Vita Blue turn, but it is a little bit of deception to try to hide the release point.
And he has a jump on Luplow 0-2.
All of that factors in, and I just think that, you know, guys aren't used to being pitched in as much as Robbie Ray will pitch you in. So you're throwing an average of 95-mile-an-hour heater in, up. Those are tough to get to. And that off of it.
And Luplow out on strikes, and boy, that's dominating an at bat there for a pitcher.
He almost hurt him. This slider right here, Luplow going down after it, trying to hold up, and just an awkward finish there. But you're right, that is just a sequence to get a hitter to swing like that.
Second strikeout of the night for Ray, opening the second inning. Here's Joey Wendell.
Yeah, you don't want the reaction from the bench to be after an at-bat, well, where there's a strikeout involved. I just hope that he's okay.
Yeah, that's right.
That's nasty.
And the only man on the left side of the infield. This lefty-lefty matchup. Ground ball back of first. covering Ray. Wendell goes in head first and is out number 2. Guerrero Jr. to Ray covering.
That was an interesting race up that first base line. You know, Joey Wendell is going to be going full out and coming from the left side. He's got a little bit of an advantage. And Guerrero Jr., he's not going to get there in time, but Robbie Ray was on his way as he should have been. Watch how quickly he breaks. Gotta go. He didn't even follow through. And I'll tell you, it's a good thing, because if he had, he doesn't make it there in time.
So 2 up, 2 down in the Rays' second for Francisco Mejia. Very switch hitting catcher. It's down. Breaking pitch there, and it's 1-1. The Rays made a couple of really good pitches here in this inning, I'm telling you. Wow. And Mejia's up there 2 for his last 24 and 0 for 17. He's going, really? He fouls this one 1-2.
And when you're not swinging the bat well, doesn't the, the hitters will tell you, you feel like you go up to the up to the batter's box, get in the batter's box, up to the plate, and you're 0-2. You're down 0-2 every time. That's just how it feels. And then all of a sudden you've got Robbie Ray. He's starting to tighten his stuff up. The fastball, the command has gotten better. That slider has gotten sharper. And he's got a 1-2 count on you. I'll tell you what, though, you turn around here, you opportunity, get a base hit, start to turn things around maybe.
Too low. 2-2. Rays have Mejia and Walls, switch hitters back to back here in the lineup in the 7 and 8 spots. Fouled out of play.
I'll tell you, there have been a handful of these fastballs that Robbie Ray is trying to elevate that he's leaving in the middle of the zone, and Rays hitters have just thus far been able to foul them off. Those are the ones you've got to jump on. You can't let those get by.
And a cut and a miss. The strikeout. 1, 2, 3. Go the Rays. On to the third. 1-0 Toronto. Rays rivals from South Florida come to Tropicana Field for the final home series of the regular season. Get your tickets at RaysBaseball.com.
What a way to end the home part of the Rays schedule.
Absolutely. Toronto, then the South Floridians come in. And the
Citrus Series.
Yes. Rays hit the road. Houston and then the Bronx.
Now that's a tough ending.
Yes, it is. Pitch is inside for Grichuk. Randall Grichuk, 247 with 22 home runs. One. It's a high pop foul out of play. 1-2. Depending on which service you cite, Boz 10th or 11th overall prospect. One, they rate him 20th in baseball. And certainly a lot to like about what we've seen from Shane Baz through the first couple innings.
Stays very linear, you know, through home plate, simple mechanics.
And he takes care of Grichuk, strikes him out, and him out in front. That is strikeout number 4.
And just continues to make quality pitches. This is another one. That late finish, 86, 87 miles an hour on the slider. I'll tell you, when he's keeping it down too, they're missing it by plenty. There's a big gap that you're seeing between the bat and the ball. These aren't close misses.
Now Jake Lamb. Into right field. Margot is there and makes the catch. 2 quick outs. The 8 and 9 hitters, and we'll go back around to the top side to George Springer.
This is where it starts to get interesting. These guys have now had a chance to see him, to observe from the dugout, to stand in the box against him. What adjustments will be made?
First pitch, strike with a fastball to start him.
None thus far.
Well, he got Springer, got ahead of him first time around and struck him out with a slider on one up. He lifts it into center field. And Kiermaier is there to make the catch. 1, 2, 3, third, short inning. Bottom of inning 3 coming. 1-0.
Welcome back to Tropicana Field. I am joined by 2 very special guests. These are the parents of Shane Baz, Tammy Baz, and Raj Baz. And I want to ask you guys what your emotions are watching your son make his MLB debut.
It's surreal. Butterflies that are metal in my stomach, but so excited for him and the Rays and this opportunity.
Dad, what about you?
Oh, definitely a little bit nerve-wracked, but also confident. I know he's put in the work, and this is what he was made for. Get up here and get the job done.
You mentioned this is what he's made for. The quote that he had before the game was that he's been throwing the ball since he was 5 years old, and he felt like this is what he was made to do. Mom, I hear you have a good story about him throwing the ball from a young age.
Yes, we were in a little apartment, and to keep him busy, I would throw the ball, and he couldn't walk, but he could throw the ball exactly to me, and I told my husband, I was like, hey, we might have a player right here. He was amazing. Before he could walk, he could throw a ball very accurate.
And you were right. I mean, what did you see from him from a young age and just growing up and making his journey to this point?
Well, it's definitely been a process. You know, there's been lots of ups and downs. He's stuck the course, and he's put in the work. There's no doubt he's, in the off season, he came home first day, went back to work. I mean, he's put in the work. It's been fun to watch him mature. And I always tell him, baseball is what you do, not who you are. Just keep your identity. And he's been a great kid. Great.
Well, on that note, that is fantastic advice. Baseball is what you do, not who you are, but he is certainly good at baseball, and we are enjoying watching him debut. Thank you so much, Raj and Tammy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dwayne and BA, back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much. Well, meant to be. I mean, that's the theme on that story. And so far, so good. The Rays very pleased to have him at the major league level. And it's been fun from afar to kind of watch his development since they got him from the Pirates. He was originally drafted the 12th pick overall by Pittsburgh in 2017. Base hit the other way on an 0-2 pitch. Kiermaier singles into left, and the Rays have a base runner. Rays got him, as we mentioned, in that deal with Pittsburgh involving Chris Archer. That We've got Glass now and Meadows back along with Boz. And, you know, what goes around comes around. And as fate would have it, the Rays gave up Archer to get those 3 and to add Boz to the roster. Archer now with the Rays, but he was placed on the 60-day DL to make room for Boz.
Yeah, that's the ironic part in all this, and that was a loss. I mean, we were so focused in on Shane Boz making his debut, you forget there had to be a move made, and that was it. How ironic. You know, I will tell you too, the other thing that Trish with the family, the Raj Boz,
yes,
dropping the I love baseball is what you do. It's not who you are.
Yeah, perfect.
That could not be more important to a young kid making his debut. That may be the most important. You know what I mean? In other words,
yep.
you know how it is. Stay humble.
That's right.
Remember who you are. Go out, compete, do your thing. But I thought that was a great interview and a great closing thought by Dad.
Well, that's the mindset in Tomball, Texas, by the way.
Dad gives the advice. Mom's the eye for talent.
Yep.
She's the scout.
Kiermaier's breaking, and they had him picked off. And Guerrero Jr. dropped the ball as he was getting set to make the throw to second. So Kiermaier broke a little early, but he winds up at second base.
Well, here it is. You're going to go. Let's see. That leg moves. There he goes. You go off movement. Now, if you're Vladimir Guerrero Jr., see how he closes that ground? He closes the ground to cut down the length of the throw and to give himself an angle to make the throw. But everything was rushed because, you know, it's Kiermaier who can fly, and he didn't come up with it. Couldn't get it out of his glove, or actually got it out of his glove, couldn't get into his hand.
Kiermaier breaking will get credit for a stolen base, his 9th of the year. Now he's stealing third, and the pitch is lined into left, and it's going to be caught. Gurriel will have to get up and make the throw back to second, and Kiermaier beats it back in. Boy, Diaz hit a screaming line drive, and Gurriel Jr. got over there to make the catch. I'll tell you, Kiermaier had the base stolen, no question, but then to get back was another issue, and he managed to get back to second.
He had the bag stolen standing up, and that ball was ripped by Diaz. You think about Robbie Ray, because he knows if that ball gets over the glove, by the glove, through the glove, that's a run, and Yandy's going to be at second base at minimum. And instead, they've got a chance, or had a chance, to try and turn a double play. But boy,
Charlie Montoyo's out holding a conversation with Ron Kolpa.
I mean, the only thing you could think of is if Kiermaier got to third, and then, you know, you have to touch third to head back to second, got around the bag.
Yeah, he never got around the bag, though. I don't think he got around the bag.
If he got, yeah. So then you're just talking about a straight line, and that's probably what Charlie was told. Oh, they called him out.
They're going to call him out over there. It's Nick Lenz. Well, let's take a look.
Oh, he did get around the bag.
Yes, he did get around the bag.
Yeah, that's
absolutely did.
Yep, now you got to retouch. Did not, yeah, that's not even a question.
So Kiermaier doubled up, and we are through 3, 1-0 Toronto. Marcus Semien leading off the 4th inning, bounces the first pitch foul, strike 1. Still a 1-0 game as we go to the 4th. Semien, Guerrero Jr. and Bichette due up against Shane Boz. Down and away, 1-1. Let's take another look at this. That line drive and another hot shot by Diaz and Gurriel Jr. And there you see Kiermaier did go by the bag and did not retouch it.
No, that plain as day, an easy call to make. And how close the Rays are to a run on the board, a runner at second with 1 out, and just that quickly, innings over. But yeah, that wasn't even close.
1-2. Simeon missed the changeup and now pops it up right side foul. Luplow's going to be there and make the catch in front of the Rays dugout. One gone. The only run in this game thus far, home run by Teoscar Hernandez in the second inning. Boz had made 34 pitches through the first 3, so he's been in great shape that way.
Pounding the zone. You know, that is Kyle Snyder's mantra, especially with these stuff guys. Strike one, work from there, but attack that zone and know that your stuff is good enough to go right after these hitters with, and he is taking that advice for sure.
Fastball foul back on the first pitch by Guerrero Jr.
You know, and it works out twofold in the sense that you can attack the zone. You have that kind of stuff. You have the ability to do that. You can then get some quick outs, some quick strikeouts, keep your pitch count in order. You know, and as they turn you loose, as you get a little bit older, more, you know, innings under your belt, you get deeper into a game. You know they're going to limit them here tonight.
1-1.
But you see most pitchers nowadays, you're going to be capped at 105, you know, in that range. So if you want to get deep into a game, you better be efficient. And he certainly has been.
So far, so good. One and one to count to Guerrero. And he misses the off speed.
The slider that we've seen here tonight from Boz has been very subtle. You know, it doesn't have huge depth. It doesn't have a ton of sweep. It's very subtle, but it's been very effective, and it's gotten swings and misses where they've missed it by plenty.
Ground ball up the middle, and right there is Wendell making the throw to first. 2 up, 2 down. Well, we talked about pitch count, and the great thing for Boz so far, he does not have a 3-ball count on a hitter yet.
We wondered how
42 pitches.
Well, and that speaks to, you know, early on, you always wonder. Major league debut, what are the emotions going to be like early on? Cool.
Yep.
I mean, cool as a cucumber, attacking that zone like you said, not even getting to a 3-ball count. Puts a lot of pressure on those hitters too.
Bo Bichette fouls 98 away. Strike one.
Which makes you even marvel more at the swing of Teoscar Hernandez.
Yes.
He's the one guy that saw the curveball in a perfect spot for strike one. Then he gets on top at 97, 98 at the top or just above the zone. How in the world did he do that?
This one is fouled back, and it's 0-2. Fouled again. Came back with the hard stuff there.
And you can do that. You know, you're in a count that you can expand the zone and you can rush one up there at 99. And now, okay, he gets to it. Now you can go to the bottom of the zone with that slider, if you so choose. I mean, it's how you feel out there, and he's had good command of the fastball and the slider. But now you can try to go 20 miles an hour fewer down.
Oh, and he just missed. That pitch wound up wide, and no offer by Bichette.
Yeah, there was the one slider that had some sweep to it, kind of pulled it a little bit off the plate, didn't get the chase. I'm getting greedy here, but I'd like to see, maybe not in this sequence, but I want to see that curveball again. It's
down. 2-2.
That may have been it. He either pulled back on a slider or jumped on a curveball. Yeah, that's the curveball.
It's got a little spike to it.
Yep. Get that index finger out of the way so it's spinning just over one finger. You can spin it tighter, sometimes a little bit more difficult to control.
Ground ball by the mound is short. Ball's up and out with the throw. 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's a 1-0 game. The fourth inning. Let's check out the T-Mobile coverage cam. Here from straightaway center field. And to look in, we'll find Nelson Cruz leading off for the Rays in the home half of the fourth. Which is wide from Robbie Ray. Cruz out third to first in the first. Misses in. 2-0. Ground ball. That's going to go through into center. A base hit for Cruz. The Rays put the leadoff man on base for the second time in the first 4 innings.
Well, big story. Let's go to the Bronx. Rangers, Yankees. Gary Sanchez. Boy, he gets all over that fastball in the middle of the plate. Gets it just out to left field, giving the Yankees an early 1-0 lead. They would tack on a couple of more, and in the bottom of the third, they lead the team from Texas 3-0.
Well, there's the wild card setup. Boston up, and then Toronto with the Yankees a game and a half back. A big swing and a miss by Rosarena. Rosarena, fastball into left his first time, caught by Gurriel Jr. And that's at the top of the zone. Strike two. Popped up. Will be out of play, a foul ball. And another foul ball off the fastball this time. That one out over the plate.
Those are the ones that you can't miss, or you don't want to miss, obviously, because Robbie Ray has been so good when the Rays have seen him with the glove side heaters and the slider off of it. When he's tried to elevate a number of those fastballs here tonight, he's left them in the middle of the zone, and they've all been fouled off. No one's caught one clean yet.
1 ball, 2 strikes, that one down. Rays 9-7 against Toronto. Only 6-4 against this team on the road, and they are 3-3 here at Tropicana Field against them. This one is a ball and bounds away, not far enough. And the count goes to 2-2. And Will Margot is on deck. Ground ball right left side. Simeon Bichette won first base, not going to be in time. Well, that one a little slower in getting developed. So Cruz is forced at second.
Long flip, and Bichette had to come a long way and then throw. You couldn't really step into it, throwing kind of moving away. And then you got to credit Arozarena. He was going to make sure that that was not turned, hustling up the line, and beats it pretty easily.
The Rays with Arozarena and some speed over at first. And Will Margot at the plate. Arozarena draws a toss over there. It's been a mixed bag for Arozarena in the stolen base department. 14 steals. He's been caught 9 times.
And he has shown a love of running on left-handers. And that's why Robbie Ray, who has given up his fair share of stolen bases this season.
He's at 20, I think, right?
I think 21.
21 now.
21 out of 24. Although he, I should say 22 now, because Kiermaier got him.
That's right.
Would have got him at third if that ball hadn't been put into play.
Strike one to Margot. Margot, one of the 4 strikeouts posted by Robbie Ray. Arozarena back in at first. Only run of the game came in the second on the Hernandez home run. That will be up and away. Ball 2 strikes. Oh, and a strike called on that pitch. Margot thought that might be a little wide.
Margot was right.
Over to first again. Arozarena back in there.
If Robbie Ray's going to deliver a pitch to the plate, his leg kick is going to give Arozarena ample time to get to second. So he's trying to guess when Arozarena may go with that move, because he knows he has to go on first move. So as soon as that leg comes up, he's just guessing. This is the time. Oh, okay, just to throw over, just to throw over.
1-2 pitch. It's tapped foul.
You see that leg kick, the high leg kick that he normally goes with that little body turn. It takes too long for him to then unwind, deliver it to the plate in a timely manner to stop a base runner from swiping second. That's why he's given up so many. The guys that he knows are going to go, he will pick opportunities for a quick little move over there to try to catch him. I mean, think about the stolen base he gave up tonight. He chose the right time. He went over when Kiermaier was going. The problem was Guerrero Jr. just couldn't get the ball out of his glove clean, and Kiermaier got in.
There he goes. Pitch is up, and the throw is not in time. In head first. Arozarena with his 15th stolen base.
Just takes too much time. There he goes on movement. Little peek back. And he got that bag. That was even a good pitch for Kirk to handle. And still had no chance.
So for the third time tonight, the Rays have a man at second base. There he goes, trying to steal third. The ball grounded foul through the coaching box behind Rodney Linares.
And much like Kiermaier, got a great jump and had that bag stolen. If that pitch is taken, and obviously Margot can't help Arozarena out, he's got to protect himself with the 2 strikes. But if that ball goes by the wayside as ball 3, he's got third base stolen.
This will be the 8th pitch of the at bat to Margot. Count 2-2. It's foul back. Right, a little over 60 pitches right now. Facing his 3rd hitter in the 4th. Keeping an eye on Arozarena out there and trying to shorten him up as much as he can.
I was thinking right along with him too.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is the time, you give the hitter, the base runner, a chance to catch his breath after the previous. That next pitch, you try the inside move.
Down and in. Full count.
Well, now for the Rays, you've got Robbie Ray thinking a lot about Arozarena out there at second. Maybe not making as quality of a pitch as he would like to Margot. Full count now.
Turned out to be, with this next pitch, a 10-pitch at bat for Manuel Margot. And he fouls it again to continue it. Battling at bat. Again, a foul ball. This pitch will be the 12th of the at bat. Full count delivery. And he walks him. Boy, what an at bat there for Margot. He draws the walk against Ray. The first walk of the night issued by the left-hander. And it was on 12 pitches. First and second with 1 out. And Jordan Luplow. Ray disposed of Luplow on 3 pitches in the 2nd inning. One of the 4 strikeouts he has. Luplow misses that first one. Starts him with a slider, finished him with that slider in the 2nd inning.
Yeah, he had trouble with that pitch. You remember that sequence Robbie Ray put together against him, that awkward swing for strike 3. So no surprise he would go right back to it. Question is, when do you get off of it? You just can't continue to go there, can you?
You know, that's an interesting question because he so dominated him with that pitch.
This is where you have to read the hitter's swing. If you see him closing in on it, okay, that's going to tell you maybe it's time to move away. If he continues to not pick it up, to miss it, but you just keep burying him with it. Absolutely. This is where a pitcher has to be able to read a hitter in his swing.
Runners both are going. The pitch, it's down, the throw to second. Oh, it's going to be in time. Margot, the trailing runner, is called out at second on the tag by Simeon.
Well, Kirk with a great catch and throw right there. And I'm sure that Manuel Margot reluctantly walking towards, as the Rays look to see if they're going to challenge. There they go. Kirk doesn't even think about it. He's going right to second base.
I'll tell you, that's close out there, but the Rays will not challenge.
Slider down. Throw, tag on the left shoulder. He got him.
So the Rays lose the base runner. And Rosarena goes to third. 2 outs, and it's 1-1 on Luplow. 2 balls and a strike now. Well, the Rays trying to force the issue. They've got a stolen base and a caught stealing here, and a single and a walk in this inning. Man at third, 2 outs. Two one, and that just missed in. 3-1.
And that was just off.
A little bit of a heated conversation between the Toronto dugout and Ron Culper there, the plate umpire. Now a strike on the outside corner, and the count is full.
He buries this fastball. 95 on the edge. Got to do it again, though.
Three-two. Bounces it right back. 3-2 fastball. Rays left Diaz at second in the first. We have a Rosarena at third here in the fourth with 2 outs. Three-two, and that is just off the plate, down and in for ball 4. All right, he didn't miss by much. But it is ball 4, and the Rays will have 2 men on for Joey Wendell. Ray on the verge of a 30-pitch inning here in the fourth.
Feel good about this at bat, too. Feel good about this at bat with Joey Wendell. Left on left.
Wendell grounded out his first time. Ground ball, that is just foul. A dive by Guerrero Jr. And that ball just foul there.
Well, and Guerrero Jr. right on the line, obviously holding Luplow. So watch this. That's how close. Scared and foul.
Takes that pitch, and that was very close. 1-1.
Well, low flying on the slider. Just down.
More conversation from the Toronto dugout.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Pete Walker, I'm sure the pitching coach chirping, trying to get a call here for Robbie Ray. He's had a couple of close misses the last couple of hitters.
And a ground ball right side. The Shed over there from the shortstop spot makes the play. And the Rays will leave 2 on to inning 5. 1-0 Toronto.
Well, Teoscar Hernandez is going to lead off the 5th inning here for the Blue Jays. Let's look at a scouting report on him brought to you by Papa John's. Finishing kick, up-to-date stats. Teoscar Hernandez in the month of September. This is his 19th game, hitting .373, 7 home runs, 21 driven in this month. Part of that explosive Blue Jays offense. And number 2, beware of get-me-overs. You talk about those pitches, you're trying to steal strike one. It better be in a good area, because of the first pitch that he has put into play, 35 out of 72. That's a .486 average with 9 home runs on the first pitch of an at-bat.
Well, he hit one out on an 0-1 pitch in the 2nd inning, and that's the only run of this game. He leads off the 5th, hits it on the ground, just foul outside of 3rd. Let's go back to the 2nd inning and that home run.
Cannot believe, I'm telling you, I cannot believe not only that he got on top of that pitch, but coming after the curveball, that was strike 1. That was impressive. StatCast powered by Google Cloud, 106.7. And he got it out. That right now, that's the game.
It's a ball, 1-1. So he now has 107 runs batted in. 105 of those runs have come since the 30th of April. He was out with COVID, came back, and so forget that month. Since the end of the month of April, he's driven in all those runs. 105.
If you start to think about, if he has a full season, you could inject his name into that MVP talk.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's pretty incredible. And you're right, April was a lost month for him, and still with an outstanding year.
1-2. Fly ball, left center field. Arozarena will be there and make the catch as he got to the track. Hernandez retired to open the 5th. And a quick perusal by my count. Boz has yet to have a 3-ball count on a hitter tonight. He's at 52 pitches, 1 out into the 5th.
He just has not given the hitters an opportunity to work a 3-ball count. He just is in the zone early and often. He's forcing these guys to swing.
Kirk fouls that first pitch away. 98 to start him.
And I'll tell you, once you get a lineup or a hitter in particular in a swing mode where they're looking to swing early, they are swinging early, now all of a sudden you can take advantage of that. You can start to expand and get them to maybe swing at pitches they normally wouldn't.
It's fouled right back. Another fastball, 0-2. Last outing for Boz was on the 11th. He worked 6 innings, gave up 3 hits and a run, and had 10 strikeouts in that one in the minor leagues. He's been very economical here tonight in his major league debut. Check swing, foul ball. Boz signed out of high school by Pittsburgh. He had a commitment to go to Texas Christian University, and when he was a first-round pick, signed with the Pirates. We mentioned earlier part of the deal that brought the Rays Glasnow and Meadows. Upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Piece of it foul. Holds the count at 1-2. Breaking ball there. On deck, Gurriel. Popped up, foul ball straight back, and that's going to be out of play. And he continues to pour in strikes.
Doesn't let you come up for air.
Well, it's great to see a young pitcher like that.
Because we see an awful lot of young pitchers nibble. They're afraid of the strike zone.
Yep.
Trying to get you to chase, go out, you know. Boz can do that because he's going to get up on you 0-2, 1-2.
And a ground ball. Wendell from second base. 2 up and 2 down. In the 6 innings he worked, on the 11th he made 93 pitches in that one. Rays Republic Team Store at Tropicana Field has the gear you need to show off your Rays pride. What a gift to your most passionate Rays friends. For details and store hours, or to shop for the best new Rays gear, visit the RayRepublic.com. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Gurriel struck out swinging in the second. Just a little piece of that breaking ball. Strike 1. Boz has faced 15 hitters coming into this at bat for Gurriel, and has retired 14 of the 15. Hernandez hit the home run. That's been it. Too low. 1-1. That's a shot back into left field, pretty well tagged, and that's going to get out. A line drive home run for Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Comes on a 1-1 pitch, and Toronto takes a 2-0 lead.
You know, you want that slider obviously to be middle of the plate away, down and away from the right-handed hitter. In this one, it kind of backed up on him, and it stayed middle in.
So the 2 hits, solo home runs. Now Randall Grichuk. And there's a fastball, 98 for a strike. Fastball on the outside corner. 0-2. swing and a miss at the slider. Grichuk out on strikes. They pick up a run on the Gurriel home run. 2-0 Toronto. Rays baseball on Bally Sports is brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. By Advent Health, trust the ER experts at Advent Health. And by the Florida Lottery, who reminds you to always play responsibly. Photo finish out there.
The mascot race, the Blue Jay going up on Raymond. Cross body block. Well, he wiped him pretty good.
Unsportsmanlike conduct right there.
A penalty worth taking.
We go to the bottom of the fifth. Here's Bahia sending one down the right field line. That ball is foul. Slicing to the foul side of the pole on the first pitch here in the bottom of the fifth.
If I could put a suggestion into the suggestion box, as we look at the long strike, how about the mascot race before the end of the season? A Dizzy Bat Race mascot race. Get him twirling a couple times and then see ya.
Yeah,
and watch that.
Dizzy's always a great ingredient to drop in.
Yes.
To anything.
And especially when you have a suit on.
Ground ball left side. Picked up there by Lamb, third baseman, and his throw is in time.
I'd like to see that one.
So one gone.
We're running out of dates. We're running out of races.
Yeah, but I'm hearing that could happen.
You know somebody? Or do you know somebody that knows somebody?
I know somebody who knows somebody.
Okay.
I don't have those direct contacts. It's just
well, not
always one removed.
Yeah, there's one. You got a contact.
Walls shoots it fair. That hits the third base umpire and deflects out to Bichette. Well, a fair ball back of third. Walls had what appeared to be a short double. And Nick Lentz struck by that ball down there at third base behind the bag. And it's a base hit for Walls.
Boy, you talk about some bad luck. This ball ripped. I mean, hit that hard that Lentz is getting ready to call it and can't get out of the way of it.
A tough break for Walls and the Rays.
Yep.
Happy to see that Lentz is okay, but the Rays would love to have a guy at second. Kiermaier takes a strike. Nothing in two. We mentioned earlier that Vaz has not had a 3-ball count on a hitter tonight. For that matter, Robbie Ray has only had 2, and that was in the middle of the long bottom of the 4th inning. Pitch is wide 1-2. He had the 12 pitch at bat for Margot and went 3-2, and then went 3-2 on Luplow and walked him. Those are the only 3-ball counts we've had on any hitters tonight. Walls back in at first. This one down, gets behind Kirk, and up to second base goes Walls. He'll make the turn and hold there. Well, the Rays do eventually get Walls to second base on the pitch down.
A good read here by Walls. A slider that sneaks through the 5-hole of Kirk. He didn't realize it initially. Wall saw it.
Wild pitch, charge to Ray. Foul back. This is the third inning in which the Rays have managed to place a runner into scoring position. Diaz opened the first with a double. He was stranded. Kiermaier singled, stole second in the third. The Rays left a couple men on in the fourth. Now Walls at second base in the fifth. Chopper left side, charged by Lamb. Throw to first, not in time. And on the play over to third base goes Taylor Walls. And the Rays, with some speed involved, have men at first and third with one out.
You know, that's a do or die play for Lamb. He's got to charge this and really has to barehand it. There's no chance to go into the glove and then come out. Takes too long, too much speed. And you can see Kiermaier already by the bag, and he can smell it here.
Now the top of the order. Here's Yandy Diaz. He's hit the ball hard twice tonight. 1 for 2. Oh, and he pops it up, but it's going to be fouled and wind up out of play. Strike one. Doubled in the first, his 20th of the year. The ball on a line to left in the third. It was caught by Gurriel Jr. Foul right back, 0-2. He has 5 of 18 now against Ray. Upstairs. One ball, 2 strikes. Colin McHugh up in the bullpen. Diaz has hit the ball hard 3 times tonight. This time his 12th home run of the year, and the Rays lead 3-2. Diaz riding that 1-2 pitch out of here.
Well, look at this pitch is. Middle in, almost on the inside corner. Yandy Diaz has not missed a trick tonight on Robbie Ray. He has seen the ball well. He has swung the bat well. And finally, the big dividend. That's for you, kid.
How about that? The Rays grab the lead 3-2. Nelson Cruz skies one foul up the right side. That's out of play. Watch the Rays bench on this home run. It's a ball 1-1. Well, the Rays were shut out yesterday 2-0. Didn't score in the last 5 Saturday, 4 of this game. So that snaps a streak of 18 scoreless innings. And it snaps it in a big way, giving the Rays a 3-2 lead. Merriweather up in the bullpen. One ball foul outside of third. 2 balls, 2 strikes, so both bullpens busy. That was Snyder congratulating Shane Baz on the work he turned in tonight. Cruz is out on strikes. 2 gone.
Well, how often do we talk about the fact that if you're going to give up home runs, you can live with the solo shots? And so he went through his 5 innings. He gave up the 2 solo shots. Outside of that, he was absolutely fantastic. And his offense picks him up. Yandy Diaz, he was the right guy at the right time in the batter's box with the at-bats he's had tonight. He pops one out. Now he's in line to maybe get a win out of this.
Strike 1 to Arozarena. Baz facing 17 hitters tonight, retiring 15 of them.
That's efficiency at its finest. Solo shot, 15 outs, I'm done.
Yep.
5 innings, 2 runs.
5 strikeouts, no walks, and no 3-ball counts.
Great to build off of that. That was outstanding by the youngster.
1-2 to Arozarena.
Really pounding that point home of pounding the strike zone. Strike 1, strike 2. How quickly can I put you away?
That's a shot toward right center. And did he? No, he didn't catch it. The ball loose. Here goes Arozarena to second. He is safe there. That ball loose and rolling to the middle of the infield, picked up by Guerrero Jr. Hernandez tried to make a great catch and right, but that ball in there skipped away.
Well, and you know what? Here's the thing. I don't think that he got to it in the first place. That was a trap. They may have gotten it initially, but that ball was a trap into the glove and then comes bouncing out. Here we go. That close.
So Arozarena with a 2-base hit. And that's going to be it for Robbie Ray. Arozarena's 28th double of the year. And Ray departs. 2 outs in the 5th. Call to the bullpen brought to you by the Florida Lottery. 3-2 Rays lead, bottom of the 5th inning. With more days to play and more ways to win, Powerball just got more powerful. Play the new powered up Powerball from the Florida Lottery. It's your ticket. Claim it. Robbie Ray pushed the last couple innings. He had that long first inning, and then the Rays pushed him for 32 pitches in the 4th, 22 here in the 5th, and they've grabbed a 3-2 lead.
And I think that all plays into it, on top of the fact that they saw him in his last start. So there's familiarity with approach, with the way that he attacks them. You push him early. He had a couple of quick innings. 4th inning, you push him, like you said, big time. And then you finally break through. Now you've chased him. And Julian Merriweather coming on for the 8th time.
Manuel Margot, the first hitter to face him. Runner at second base. It's a strike, 97 out there on the edge. You know, Margot was part of that 32-pitch 4th inning with the 12-pitch at bat he had to draw the walk. 1-1. Yandy Diaz coming through with the 1-out, 3-run home run in the 5th. Arozarena has doubled with 2 outs Margot trying to get him home against Merriweather. Two and one. Foul back. 2-2. 4 2/3 for Robbie Ray. 97 pitches, 7 hits, 3 runs. Responsible for the man on as he leaves. He walked 2, struck out 5. That's for the home run by Diaz in the 5th. We go to 3-2. Rays snapping that 18-inning scoreless streak here with these runs in the 5th inning. Upstairs, Margot draws the walk. He heads to first. Rays have only 5 regular season home games left, and there are $10 tickets available for every game through Sunday. Get your $10 tickets at RaysBaseball.com. Brandon Lau is all set to pinch hit for Luplow.
First thing he's telling them, first pitch fastball better be in a good spot. Location, location, that's the tough thing, and that's what you want to say. Be careful with this guy. Likes to swing early in the count, likes to hunt the first pitch fastball. So if you decide to go with it, you better put it in a good location.
Brandon Lau has just been announced. The hit for Luplow with the right-hander Merriweather out there. And the first pitch, he's after it, 96, and he fouls it back. Strike 1. Inside. 1-1. Well, this started with 1 out when Walsh hit that ball back at third that struck the third base umpire, Dick Lenz. Ground ball down to first. Guerrero Jr. will make the play unassisted. 8 men come to the plate for the Rays. They score 3. The big blow, the home run by Yandy Diaz. And as we go to the 6th, the Rays lead 3-2. Right-hander Shane Baz making his major league debut tonight, and boy, did he pitch well. 5 innings, 2 hits, gave up solo homers to Hernandez and Gurriel Jr. 5 strikeouts, no walks. Retired 15 of the 17 men he faced. And on the home run by Yandy Diaz, a 3-run blast in the bottom of the 5th. Baz will leave this game with a chance to be the winning pitcher. Working 5 and departing after the Rays take this 3-2 lead. As we go to the 6th, Colin McHugh will take over on the mound. Diaz now at first with Lau at second and Wendell at third. First pitch is a strike call to Jake Lamb.
34th appearance for Colin McHugh. ERA minuscule 1.38, 58 2/3 innings.
It's 1-1. Ball's on the first base side of second. Wendell alone at third on the left side. Foul ball takes it to 1-2. Strike three call at the knees.
Yeah, shaking his head on the walk back to the dugout. There was nothing that you could do. This breaking ball, watch it start off the plate. You give up on it, and the late break to the edge. Not a thing in the world you can do about that pitch, and Jake Lamb perfectly understands that.
Now Springer fouling this one away. Strike one. It's a foul ball back. Well, I'll tell you, I don't know what Boz could have done that would have been any better. He gave up the 2 solo home runs over 5 innings. He faced 17 hitters, retired 15 of them, and never had so much as a 3-ball count on anybody.
He made one mistake. Literally, I mean, as far as balls that were put into play, he made one mistake. That was the backup slider to Lourdes Gurriel Jr. You can't even say that the fastball that Teoscar Hernandez hit out was a mistake. It was not.
That's right.
That was a fastball located where they wanted it, up at the top above the zone, and he got to it. Sometimes you tip your hat to the hitter. The pitch to Lourdes Gurriel Jr., he'd want that one back. Outside of that, he was flawless. Kept his motions in control, especially early on. He was very even keel, very businesslike, and didn't waste a whole lot of time, as you point out, without the 3-ball counts. Just attack mode, and putting these hitters on the defensive.
All of that at 22.
Yes. Yeah.
In his major league debut.
Against maybe the hottest lineup in baseball.
Absolutely. I mean, this is, as we have seen in the season series, can be an explosive lineup.
They don't get much better than this lineup. The home run power, top to bottom, as well as they've been playing. You know, they're 15-3 in the month of September and averaging 7.5 runs a game.
Two and two. Well, our Florida lottery jackpot stat, this just underscores how good this team has been in September in the offensive department.
Makes the outing all that more impressive.
Strike three called. Springer walking away.
It was the back door to Lamb, the front door to Springer. You start this breaking ball at him, he's going to stop. Oh, nope. And then it's the same exact pitch to a right-handed hitter that he threw to Lamb, the left-handed hitter. Same result.
2 up, 2 down. Marcus Semien. It's 88 in off the plate. This one breaks over. Popped up right side. Johnny Diaz off from first to make the catch in a 1-2-3 6th inning. Bottom of the frame coming. 3-2 Rays.
Bronx we go, and the Rangers not going quietly. How about Charlie Culberson? Nestor Cortez Jr., sorry about it, off the fair pole. There's a bomb. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa would knock a ball. There he is. Oh, that pitch did not quite get in. Shoots it the other way. They're just going to continue it. Around they go. And the Texas Rangers have come back, closed that gap 4-3.
Well, the Blue Jays very interested in what's going on in that wild card race. They bring on the left-hander, Taylor Saucedo, with Joey Wendell leading off. He'll face the left-hander. First pitch. 1 ball, 1-0. Strike 1-1. Oh, 2-strike count. Missed the fastball. Now Lamb moves over to the right side of second. Bichette alone on the left side with Wendell behind in the count. Oh, and that pitch hits him. So Wendell hit by that pitch.
That ball hit him on the inside of the left leg as he squared around. Nowhere for him to go.
Joey aboard. How about the movement on that pitch?
Joey, I think, wishing it went between the legs.
Mejia takes the ball. Merriweather worked the third. 4 2/3 for Robbie Ray. It's a foul ball. 1-1. The Blue Jays like the way this left-hander can throw the ground ball. Piece of that one foul. 1-2.
Well, he's gotten Mejia, Saucedo not really on point with his command right now, and he's got Mejia to swing at 2 pitches that were clearly out of the zone to get back in this count, now get ahead of the Rays catcher. Just trying to get you to reach and hit the ball into the dirt.
A little tap. Plays it first. Out there and up to second base goes Wendell. So a man in scoring position with 1 out. We'll check in with Tricia right now. Tricia.
Well, hey there, Dwayne and BA. Yeah, I've got an update on Wander Franco. We have watched him the last couple days swing the bat and run the bases with ease, take some ground balls. And as we speak right now, Wander is actually headed to AAA Durham to play rehab games on Wednesday and Thursday. And if it all goes well, he could be activated on Friday when the Rays face the Marlins at home. Guys?
Well, that's great news for the Rays to get him back. And we all know what he does to this lineup. I mean, it's been a formidable lineup anyway, a battling lineup. You get him in the middle of that, it's even more fun.
Well, much like Taylor Walls, that switch hitter, you have the opportunity to create matchup issues for opposing managers, and he was red hot when he got hurt. And I don't think the Rays initially thought that he'd be able to come back this quickly. Like the opportunity to be able to get out on a couple of rehab games and then come back. So hopefully everything goes smoothly and we see him soon.
Walls fouls it. Takes the count to 1-1. The Rays starting the day 6.5 up on Boston. So foul ball back, possible for the Rays to clinch tomorrow, but things would have to fall into place. The Rays would have to win tonight and tomorrow. Oakland would have to lose both days, and the Yankees would have to lose at least a game in the next couple days. That would clinch a playoff spot for the Rays. Was the Rays interested in closing out the division?
Yes, and given that scenario, clinching tomorrow night, that would be about 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
that you'd figure that out, because with Oakland having to lose that second game out on the West Coast. But yeah, bigger fish to fry than just that.
Two balls, 2 strikes the count to Taylor Walls. And he takes strike 3. That found its way to the outside edge.
Saucedo, he took a page out of NASCAR's playbook. McHugh, the backdoor breaking ball. Off the plate, hitter gives up on it. It comes back and catches the outside part of the plate. There it is.
Well, there's Kiermaier, lefty on lefty. Kiermaier 2 for 2 tonight. Pitch is wide. Kiermaier up over 250 with the 2 hits in this game. 252. Strike 1-1. Rays scored 3 in the 5th on the home run by Yandy Diaz. Nate Pearson is up in the bullpen for Toronto. 1-2. Chop third base, could be tough for Lamb. Throw to first is wild. The run will score. Kiermaier's going to run all the way around second, on his way to third, and they're going to stop him, and he's going to come anyway, and he is out at the plate. Rodney Linares had put up the stop sign for him, and Kiermaier tried to get to the plate, called out there by Ron Culpa. So the Rays get Wendell home. That will make it 4-2. And the Rays take a 2-run lead. Well, the Rays take a 2-run lead. Joey Wendell scores from second on this ball hit by Kiermaier. Here's another look at all of that with Lamb grabbing it.
Well, and he had to go barehand. He didn't do it before. This gave him a chance, but he was wide on the throw. The throw's on the money. You got a chance, but it's wide. Wendell's going to score. And then here comes Linares is waving Kiermaier, and then the late hold. You can't blame Kiermaier for that. If you're being waved as you're touching third, your eyes then go to home plate. You don't even pick up the stop. And then he tries to sneak the left leg in there.
I'll tell you, that was a pretty good move.
It was a good move. It was a really good move. I thought maybe they had a chance. But either way, that late, that late stop sign, you can't blame him for running through that.
So it's a 4-2 game as we go to the 7th. And the first pitch to Guerrero Jr. is a strike. That had him shortening on the bat.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a great thing.
Get Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to try to bunt. Job well done.
1-1. Two and one on that ball hit by Kiermaier. There'll be a hit and an error, and the run scored as a result of the error on Lambs, so that run is unearned. But a big one on the scoreboard. The Rays up by 2. There's a high fly ball into left. Rosarena almost in its tracks makes the catch. Reserve a table in the Louisiana Hot Sauce left field ledge for a group of 4. Get a patio box for a larger party. Hot dogs, snacks, and drinks, including beer and wine, complimentary with each ticket. So be a part of the action. Visit RaysBaseball.com. Colin McHugh on the hill following Shane Boz. For Bichette. And he did not offer. They asked Joe West, and he says no. Bichette, a couple of ground balls tonight. Pops it up right side. Lau starts out. Margot comes in. And that is out number 2. 2 up and 2 down.
Big story, and we are going to go up to Milwaukee. Yadier Molina, the Cardinals having won 8 in a row. They have been on some kind of, well, just an unbelievable streak. They looked to be out of it a month ago. They have worked their way right back into the thick of it, and they keep playing like that. They're going to for sure be in there, but they are the hottest team in baseball as we speak.
Oscar Hernandez takes a big cut. Missed it. Strike 1. Hernandez homered in the second inning. One and one. You were talking about what's going on with St. Louis. Look at the wild card race over there.
Yeah, I mean, they have come from out of nowhere. Cincinnati Reds have not been able to get out of their way. Philadelphia Phillies, same thing. And all of a sudden, the Cardinals, in the midst of reeling off those 8 in a row, playing really good baseball. And there you go. And they're right in there. And how about the fact that the Dodgers, they're safe by plus 16.
Yeah, that's right.
They need to win the division, or would like to win the division. Well, you'd hate to see. Can you imagine? So let's say Cardinals get in, play the Dodgers in the wild card. You got a Dodger team that wins 103, 104 games, and they get knocked out in a one-gamer.
How about that?
How quickly do you think that it'll get to a 3-game series next year?
Oh, man.
Right now.
Absolutely. Count is full. It was the NL West with the Giants holding a game lead on the Dodgers now.
I mean, look at that. 97, 96 wins already.
Left center, that's Kiermaier, and now Rosarena. He's going to make the catch. 1-2-3, 4-2 Rays.
Well, it is time for our New Teeth Now game summary, and tonight it's pretty easy. Shane Boz out there, outstanding 5 innings of work, 2 solo shots, didn't walk anybody, running up some strikeouts. He threw the ball very well, very decisive, confident. He was a pleasure to watch. And Yandy Diaz has had a series of very good at-bats in this ballgame, culminating in a 3-run shot off of Robbie Ray. That would give the Rays their lead. Throw in a little NASCAR, a couple of scoreless innings for him, Colin McHugh. And the Rays lead this by a couple as we head into the bottom of the 7th.
And Nate Pearson is the new pitcher, their 4th of the game. And it's Yandy Diaz to lead it off. Taking that first pitch a little bit high with that slider from the right-hander. Rays got the unearned run in the 6th inning to make it a 2-run game. It's 2-0 the count. Yandy with a double and a home run in between. Hit the ball hard on that liner to left, and Gurriel Jr. made a great catch and turned it into essentially a double play. This one hits the mound and skips through into center field. And another hit for Yandy Diaz. He's red hot in the leadoff spot tonight.
Boy, good at bat after good at bat. On time with the fastball. That's the key right there. Pearson's got a good one. And that ball just rifled back up the middle.
Nelson Cruz. Below the count to the Rays' designated hitter. Inside 2-0. Ground ball foul. 2-1. Fire icing up in the bullpen. Dietrich Enns had been up last inning briefly. The left-hander, now the right-hander. It's 2-2 to Cruz now. He's singled in the 4th. Came into the game hitting .272 with 31 home runs for the year. And 2. Pearson was recalled from Buffalo at the beginning of the month. Liner the other way into right. That'll stay up for Hernandez to catch. Cruz is out number 1. Diaz back to first. Time now for a word from Bayfront.
At Bayfront Health St. Petersburg, we know what it means to be here for our community. When you need care you can trust, choose Bayfront Health St. Petersburg, the official healthcare partners of the Tampa Bay Rays.
Now Randy Arozarena, who has a stolen base and a double in this game. His 28th double of the year. Pitch is a strike, catches the edge. It's up 98 there. Well, Pearson spent about the first month of the season on the sideline with a shoulder issue. Nothing wrong with it there on that pitch. Ryan Rucky up the lefty in the bullpen. So it's 2-1.
Man, one of the big top prospects for the Toronto Blue Jays, and he's had a hard time staying healthy. being able to put together complete seasons and live up to his billing, because you think about, I'll tell you, the size, leverage, the stuff.
Oh, 97 in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count on Randy Arozarena. Manuel Margot on deck. He's had a couple extended at bats. Swing and a miss. Arozarena missed 99 right there and is out number 2.
Yeah, he took that fastball low to high. 97 down at the bottom, and then 99 he sprays it up to the upper third.
100 on our gun. It was 99 on the gun in the ballpark and 100.
You know what I've noticed? That it's almost every one.
Yep.
If you read it off our scoreboard, especially if the visiting team is out there, it's -1. It's -1.
This is Margot. He takes a strike, a slider. Two walks drawn by Margot, and boy, a couple of battling at bats. A big one in the 4th inning. This one gets away. An attempt to advance. Kirk's throw will not be in time. Diaz moves up. He's in scoring position now.
Well, aggressively, you see Yandy Diaz, that ball in the dirt getting away. Kurt recovers nicely, but he's got to throw back across his body, and it's just not in time. There's Yandy. See you later.
Pearson gets the chase on a wild pitch. And the move up by Yandy. Time. Up and in there. And a little something behind it. And again, 100 on our gun.
What was it on the scoreboard gun?
99.
Was it? Yep. -1. Reindeer games with the radar gun.
Ground ball toward the middle. That's going to get through. Base hit, and here comes Romney. He will score. Diaz crosses the plate standing up. And Margot winds up at second with an RBI single. That makes it 5-2. And boy, what a game for Margot. Those 2 battling at bats to draw walks, and now a big base hit to give the Rays another run.
And Marcus Semien be the first guy to tell you that maybe I don't make the play, but I can't let this ball get into center field. He has got to glove this ball, keep it in the infield, and keep Diaz at third. Couldn't reach it as he goes to slide down to his knees. And then Grichuk, he's going to come up throwing. Here's the chopper. Knock it down. Can't do it. That's going to score Yandy. Grichuk's going to try and get him, throw it to nobody, and that allows Margot just to read that and run into second base. So good base running there by the Rays.
Lau is due up. Call to the bullpen. With Yandy Diaz scoring on the base hit by Margot. MLB The Show 21 is available now on Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and with Xbox Game Pass. Own your rivals, own the show. Rated E for everyone. Brandon Lau will face Ryan Barucki, the lefty. So Pearson out of the game. Pitch is down, 1-0.
22nd appearance, about a strikeout an inning. 183 average against, but has allowed 4 homers.
2-0. Fly ball down the right side toward the corner. Hernandez over there, and that ball just fair as he makes the catch to retire the side. Rays had a run. It's 5-2. On Bally Sports is brought to you by the Aggressive Attorneys, Winters and Yonker, and by your local Honda dealers. Rays home against the Toronto Blue Jays, opening this series. So far, so good. See Phillips in the game in left. J.P. Fireison takes over on the hill, making his 30th appearance. Pitcher number 3 for the Rays tonight. Here's Alejandro Kirk to lead it off. Pitch is a strike. Gurriel Jr. next, and then Grichuk due up. Down and away, 1-1. Another good job by Colin McHugh tonight. 2 perfect innings, a couple strikeouts. 22-year-old right-hander Shane Baz, excellent in his major league debut. Ground ball shortstop. Oh, and it comes up on Walls, and that will be an error. Well, Walls outstanding at short, but makes the miscue here.
Well, that's pretty routine ground ball, and that ball got up into the heel of the glove. Taylor Walls, so accomplished as a defender. That is a rarity. You start to look at a ball getting away from him, and the first thing you think of is a bad hop. That was just a misplay.
Eddie Jansen will run at first for Kirk.
Is that a first? The catcher?
Catcher for catcher.
Right. Not. No.
Yeah. Well, you know, there've been a couple catchers in the history of the game who could run a little bit, and occasionally that might happen, but it's not necessarily in that same category. That's a strike on the outside edge. 0-2.
Gurriel Jr. not liking that call and may have a point.
Foul ball that comes up and gets Gurriel Jr. Count holds at 0-2. Grichuk is due to hit next, and Dickerson, the former Ray, is on deck. Miles 5, McHugh 2. Now Fireison. Two. Fireison was in the game yesterday against Detroit. Pitched an inning, gave up a hit, no runs, and a couple strikeouts in that outing. 1-2 with Gurriel Jr. And he did not go. The ask down at first. Joe West says he held up. And he did. Two and a fly ball into center. Kiermaier's there to catch it. That will be the first out. Jansen back at first. Well, here's what's coming up tomorrow on Rays Live. Pre-game show presented by your local Honda dealers. Drew Rasmussen on the hill for the Rays, and we will hear from him. And Orestes will break down the Blue Jays offense. Corey Dickerson announced as the pinch hitter. With that, Kyle Snyder heads to the mound to have a little get together with Fire Ison. Fire Ison has not faced Dickerson before. Grichuk had gone 0 for 2, a couple strikeouts. Fouls it right back. Strike one. High foul ball, and that ball is going to kick out of play and up around the rings up there. 0-2. Dickerson came over from Miami. 3 home runs and hit .267 in a Toronto uniform. Ball game in the 8th. Toronto scored a run in the 2nd, another one in the 5th inning. The Rays put up 3 in the bottom of the 5th, added another run in the 6th, one in the 7th inning to hold this 5-2 lead. Now it's down. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Shane Baz made his major league debut. 5 innings, 65 pitches. He was very good. McHugh for 2, and now Fire Ison. Back. Fastball was up around 91. Got him reaching on the change. Dickerson, 2nd out of the 8th inning.
Well, there it is. Get it released out in front and then let it do its thing. And Corey Dickerson widens that strike zone and goes down for out number 2.
Jake Lamb, he's 0 for 2 tonight. Fouls it, pulling it down the right side and well out of play. Well, Lamb divided last year between Arizona and Oakland. He'd been with the White Sox this year before coming to the Blue Jays. Pulls another one foul and up out of play. 0-2. Runner Jansen at first. And a cut and a miss. Change up. Got the last two hitters. We go to the bottom of the eighth. 5-2 Rays.
Well, our Chevy play of the game is the pitching job done by Shane Baz, getting his first major league start, and I'll tell you, he acquitted himself nicely, attacking the strike zone, not backing down from any of these Blue Jay hitters, never getting to a 3-ball count, therefore not walking anybody. 5 strikeouts, 2 solo home runs. That's the only blemishes on his mark. Faced 17 hitters, retired 15, 2 solo shots, and he comes out. He was outstanding here tonight and in line for his first major league victory if the Rays can get 3 more outs.
Danny Jansen stays on. He does the catching. The rookie, the left-hander. And the first pitch into Joey Wendell is a strike. Dickerson stays on to play center field. Two. Mejia next. And Walls to follow. A peek at Robertson down in the bullpen for the Rays. Here's a high fly ball back into right. Has Carey. Hernandez to the wall. Gone! Home run! An 0-2 pitch. And Wendell connects. Joey Wendell's 11th home run of the year. This one comes against a left-hander. And the Rays now lead 6-2.
That was a question all the way. Changeup up and in, and Wendell's able to get the barrel to it, pull the hands in close to the body. Tons of height and just enough length.
Wendell's 2nd home run of the year against a lefty. Mejia out after that pitch and misses. Strike 1. Home run number 11 on the year. And down in the count, 0-2. Wendell hits it out. Foul out of play. Got a run in the 7th. A run here in the 8th off a rookie. Back to the mound. And Mejia's out pitcher first with that toss. A rookie to Guerrero. Playoff race heating up. The Rays don't want you to miss any of the action. Get your tickets at RaysBaseball.com/tickets. 21 season presented by Bayfront Health, St. Petersburg. Takes ball one. We mentioned that's the second home run for Joey Wendell against a lefty. His other home run against a left-hander was the grand slam off Paul Fry in Baltimore.
That was the shot that got Paul Fry sent to the minor leagues.
That's right.
Well, he struggled so mightily this season against the Rays, and Joey Wendell.
Pitch is down. The Rays 3 runs in the 5th, another run in the 6th, unearned, 1 in the 7th, and now 1 in the 8th. That's a miss. 95 in there. The count goes to 3-1. Conley has joined Robertson in the Rays bullpen. Now it's full. Anthony Castro up in the bullpen down the left side. And strike 3 called. Waltz caught looking. Out on strikes for the 3rd time tonight. 2nd time looking. Coming up, Rays Live postgame presented by Advent Health. Rich Anarustas anchoring the coverage tonight. We'll hear from Kevin Cash and interviews from the clubhouse. All on Rays Live, the postgame. Here's Kevin Kiermaier. Pitch is a strike. Kiermaier's been on base 3 times tonight, 3 for 3. Ground ball, first base. And Guerrero Jr. handles that. 1 run on the home run by Wendell. On to the 9th. It's 6-2 Rays. Rays baseball on Bally Sports presented by Baycare. We're headed into the 9th inning. David Robertson on the mound now. He'll be pitcher number 4 for the Rays in this game.
No, 8th appearance, 13 strikeouts in 7 innings, up against just 2 walks. And so far, this game going right according to plan for the Rays. A good start by Shane Baz for 5. You go to the bullpen, Colin McHugh, and you hope that it ends here with David Robertson.
Top of the order. Here's Springer, and he takes the pitch inside. Springer, nothing of 3 with a couple strikeouts. Fouls it, 1-1. Toronto opened the scoring when Hernandez hit the home run in the 2nd. Got a home run from Guerrero Jr. in the 5th. Rays answered with 3 in the 5th and single runs in the 6th, 7th, and 8th innings. That's a foul ball right back this way. And now it's 1-2. That woke everybody up. There you go.
Well, that split the difference right through here. Almost got Mark in the back.
I know. Just make sure the equipment is okay back there.
Almost went through the door.
Pitch thrown into the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We left the door open to be bouncing in the hallway out there somewhere.
If there would have been 2 outs, it might have been hit me as I was leaving the booth.
That's popped up short right. Could be trouble here, and that ball's going to drop. Into second base goes Springer. Boy, he could not have thrown that ball in a better place for himself there. Margot just could not get there, and Diaz out for first, same thing. And on the big turf hop, turns into a double for Springer.
Yeah, tough angle for Diaz. And then Margot just kind of playing it safe here, pulling up.
Marcus Semien. It's a pop-up. Going to be out of play. Well, he back there, but no chance.
By the way, I think that was the first foul ball that's come into our booth this season.
How about that?
Last homestand, a week to spare.
Was this blue scuff mark from the booth, or was that?
That could be from some, you know what, maybe the dye on the bat.
Maybe, yeah.
You know.
There's a strike. 0-2. Yeah, it'd be tough to be the door because the door is not blue.
No, that had to be some ink on that bat. I'll bet.
There's a long shot into deep left center. Semien has just hit it out, a 2-run home run. So Springer scores ahead of Semien, who connects on the 0-2 pitch. 41st home run of the year for Semien. And just like that, it's a 2-run game.
Now that cut fastball, and Semien just goes out and gets around it. Able to barrel it. 41 home runs, the vast majority, almost all of them to the pull side. He gets right up on the plate. He's looking for something with a little elevation, and he does a great job of getting the barrel out, getting it started early, and doing a ton of damage. What a year he has had for the Blue Jays.
Guerrero Jr., he's trying to do the same with a big cut there. Strike one.
That's where a hitter gets a little bit too greedy and the swing gets a little bit too long.
The Rays get Chagua up in the bullpen. He's going to be joined by Dietrich Enns. This one is down. 1-1. It's a chopper foul. It's a peek into the bullpen. Enns the lefty on the right side. Chagua the righty on the left side. A ball, 2 strikes, the count on Guerrero Jr. This one is down and away. He started to go, but checked. 2-2. Springer's double and then Semien's home run on an 0-2 pitch. It's closed the gap. The dirt. 3-2. 3-2, and that's inside for ball 4. Guerrero walks with nobody out, which will get the potential tying run to the plate.
Well, just could not get out in front on that little cut fastball, and that stays up and in for ball 4. Not exactly what the Rays were looking for here in this 9th inning. It's been a quick little burst by the Blue Jays, and it doesn't get a whole lot easier. Bichette, Teoscar Hernandez.
Well, Cash just got off the bullpen phone, and he's seen enough. He's going to make a call to the bullpen here with 2 runs in on the home run by Simeon and the following walk. So Robertson faces 3 men and another call to the bullpen. Rays make the call to the bullpen. Right-hander JT Chagua is pitcher number 5. And he will be on for the 21st time and facing the potential tying run at the plate.
Bo Bichette coming to the plate. As you look at Chagua's numbers, you've got Teoscar Hernandez lurking, so he's going to have to be sharp. Blue Jays gaining a little bit of momentum here in the top of the 9th inning, and Chagua trying to stamp it out.
So Bo Bichette 0 for 3, a couple of ground ball outs on the night. Pitch is a ball. When the Rays would love one of those. He's grounded to second once, and to short the other time, and a fly ball to right the last time up. They would love to see the ground ball here. A strike, outside edge. Well, Chagua has had a difficult time nailing down his first career save. He was 0 for 2 with Seattle and 0 for 2 with the Rays in save situations this year. He's in a big one right now. This one is down, blocked. Got a mitt down there to block it. Mejia, and it's 2-1.
Just spiked that fastball, and Mejia fortunate because that head was turned, the body was turned, trying to backhand it. Fortunate.
Down again, 96. And behind in the count, 3-1. On deck, Teoscar Hernandez. Bichette pops it into short right toward the line for Margot, and he makes the catch. 1 away. That brings up Teoscar Hernandez, who opened the scoring back in the 2nd inning.
Got on top of a fastball just at the top of the strike zone. An impressive piece of hitting there by Teoscar Hernandez. Shows you the kind of power, hand-eye coordination, bat-to-ball skills. He's had a heck of a year, and another tough customer here for Chagua to face.
And he starts him with a pitch down. 1 ball, no strikes. Since the home run, Hernandez hit a fly ball to left in the 5th and again in the 7th inning. It's wide. 2-0. Chagua pitched an inning Saturday in the Detroit series. Gave up no runs, walked a man, struck out 2. Now a strike. That one at the knees. 2-1. One out, one on. And that's a strike. He got the low strike there. And it's 2-2.
Well, let's take a look. Boy, did he ever.
See the reaction by Hernandez there. Now the 2-2. It's wide. Slider out there, and the count is full. Chagua went 3-1 with Bichette. Got the pop fly into right. Now he's 3-2 with Hernandez. Jansen, the catcher, on deck. 3-2. He got it. He got a chase. He went wide. And Hernandez is out on strikes. Big strikeout. Strikeout number 10 on the night for the Rays staff. And boy, a big one here. He got the call on the pitch down. He got the chase on the pitch wide. Now Danny Jansen, he entered as a runner in the 8th inning, batting here in the 9th. Pitch is a strike. Two-run home run by Simeon has made it a 2-run game. Guerrero, the runner, at first. The pitch outside. 1-1. The slider. Now 1-2. Jansen facing Chagua for the very first time. Chagua has the jump on him. Going to close this one out for Shane Baz, who pitched 5 in his career opener. There's a ground ball up the middle into center as he reaches out. Keeps this one alive. Guerrero Jr. advances to second. Jansen singles on the 1-2 pitch.
Well, the fastball, trying to sweep that to the outside part of the plate. He got it there, but it was up just a little bit too much. And so Jansen able to get enough of it with that barrel to squeeze it into center field, keep the inning alive, get Kyle Snyder to the mound.
Rod Dyson is going to run at first, and he has great speed. So Guerrero Jr. at second, Dyson running at first. And the Rays conference on the mound. Lourdes Gurriel Jr., who homered back in the 5th inning, will be the hitter.
That shows you what he is capable of doing. It was just a backup slider that he was able to take advantage of. Chagua very heavy with the slider. You got to make sure that you get him on the outer part of the plate.
So here is Gurriel. The home run in the 5th. His 20th of the year. 1 ball, no strikes. That's a strike. 97. Caught a piece of that outside edge.
And that's really where Chagua wants to stay, with the fastball or obviously with that slider, away from Gurriel Jr. If he's going to beat you, make him beat you to the big part of the field.
1-1. It's fouled the other way. 1-2.
That's a big pitch right there. That's a big swing count. 2-1, 1-2. Now you can start to think about expanding the next couple of pitches. You've got a hitter up there, wants to swing the bat, wants to be a hero, take advantage of that aggressiveness, and maybe get him to chase after a pitch off the plate. That's the goal.
Two-run game, 2 men on. 2 outs, 1-2 the count. Chagua to Gurriel Jr. Wide. 2-2. Slider way out. Two, and we go full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Gurriel has been a hot hitter in the month of September. Came into this one hitting .359 in September. Dickerson on deck. Chagua. 2 on, 2 out. 2-run game, 3-2 the count. And the pitch. Fouled away. And we'll do it again. Well, Robertson started the inning on the mound. Springer doubled, and Semien hit the home run, and Gurriel Jr. or Guerrero Jr. walked. That was it for Robertson. Chagua came on. He got Bichette, fly ball to right. Struck out Hernandez on a pitch away. Gave up the base hit to Jansen. Nice and running in the pitch, and that's inside. So the bases are loaded. Down to third goes Guerrero Jr. Dyson now at second with Gurriel Jr. at first. The Rays have the left-hander in the bullpen. Dietrich Enns will get the call with Corey Dickerson due up, and we'll be back in a moment. Dietrich Enns will get the call from the Rays bullpen, and he's in there with 2 outs, the bases loaded. The hitter Dude Dickerson will be lifted for Breivik Valera. And Valera, the right-handed bat, comes in hitting .350 off left-handed pitching.
But I think third time's the charm here for the Rays in the 9th.
Robertson, Chagua, now Enns. Here's the pitch. And it's down. No ball, no strikes. Valera, the eighth hitter to come to the plate in the ninth for Toronto. And Inns falls behind him, 2-0. Miss down and in. 3 balls, no strikes. Two-run game. 3-0. And that's a strike, top of the zone. And that's a strike. Valera thought he had drawn the walk, and Copa liked that pitch. It was up.
It was. This is borderline.
So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Inns pitch. And that's a foul ball. Well, the Yankees have won their game. So when we look at the standings, the wild card, Red Sox, Blue Jays, Yankees on their heels. And again, a 3-2 pitch with the runners on the move. There they go. Strike 3 called, and this game is over. Ravick caught looking. The Rays managed to win it. Blue Jays leave the bases loaded. 6-11-1 for the Rays. 4-5-1 for the Blue Jays. And the Rays win their 93rd game. It was not easy. Inns will pick up his 2nd save, and there's that final pitch.
Well, what a great job of coming back from down 3-0 in the count. He comes back with 4 straight strikes and finishes it with a dandy right on the outside edge. And nothing easy about this one.
And happy for the young right-hander Shane Baz, who worked 5 outstanding innings, and he will get his first major league win. Magic number is 3. The Rays winners 6-4. For Brian Anderson and the rest of our crew, Dwayne Stats, hope you've enjoyed the telecast. Rays Live, the postgame comes your way next. Rays are winners. We will see you tomorrow night.